Hi guys, and welcome to another ace tanker for the T-34-2, the Tier 8 Chinese medium tank. This is a tank I actually quite like, and I do fairly well in. I don't know if it's going to be a tank I'm going to keep. It depends. I'll see what I feel like when I finally get to Tier 9, but I think maybe I may end up stripping the crew for this and using it in the WZ-120. But yeah, this is a game I played off stream. In fact, quite a lot of the ace tankers I'm going to be bringing you over the next week or so are ace tankers I played off stream. I don't know what it is. I tend to be a much better player when I play off stream. Maybe because my FPS is much better because I'm not running the streaming software, or maybe because I'm not talking and I don't have to focus on both talking to you guys, trying to explain what I'm thinking of, and I can just focus on the game itself and not have to worry about you guys watching. I really don't know what it is, but I do tend to play a hell of a lot better off stream than I do on stream, as you're going to see in quite a lot of the ace tankers coming up over the next week. But we're going to be kicking it off today with the T-34-2. We are here on Muravanka. It's a 64%er, but I'm top tier. The top tier tanks on my team aren't... They're experienced, but they're not the strongest. So I've got a feeling I'm going to have my work cut out for me. But it's a nice matchup regardless. Lots of tier 7 tanks on the enemy team, lots of tier 6s. And our team actually have, am I reading this correctly? Yeah, our team actually have an extra tier 8. So I want to be quite aggressive. As I say, it's a 64%er. And as per usual, even though it's a standard battle, look at all those tanks rushing the forest. It constantly annoys me, the fact that on a standard battle on Muravanka, so many players play it just like an encounter. They go and camp in B0, they camp along the C line, they camp along the D line, as if the enemy team are going to get into the forest really quickly, when that does not happen on Muravanka on a standard game. So I waffed that shot really high. This gun is not accurate, but I'm at the front of the team. I'm want to get spots. I'm being aggressive. I'm the furthest forward tank on the 1-2 lines. But basically, all those tanks in the forest. I've got my spots. Look at all these spots coming up here. 3 spots. Tanks rushing middle, and I'm taking hits. I've just bounced an IS-6, I've just bounced a T-20, and a Tiger 1 managed to get a shot into me. So I know that there are 3 more tanks at the back here, but I've gotten these spots. These tanks are taking fire. But my team are being so passive. They're all camping at the back. We've got 3 tanks in A1 camping, and our Tigers camping in B2, and all these tanks in the forest are still camping as if it's an encounter game. These guys could have all pushed up in the forest right up to the F line if they wanted to, but because they are, let's just say, inexperienced or just bad at the game, they don't realize the difference between an encounter game. Can't get my gun down. There we go. So there's my first damaging shot, get a shot into the IS-3. The turret armor on this tank is pretty good. That's why I'm using this dip here. I'm using this small rise in order to stay relatively safe. So I'm going to work on this Tiger. But yeah, as I say, look at all the tanks sitting in D8. They could all have pushed down to the E line. They could have pushed down to the F line. So I'm going for blind shots, but someone else took out the Panther. And now there's a Tiger 1 advancing. So I've spotted him. That's fine. Miss a shot in his cupola, but look how much damage he's taking. And all that spot damage and all that assistance damage, you know, goes to me. I get half the damage and I get half the XP because I was the one who spotted him. So now there's a KV-1S sitting in the middle. So I've only done 760 recorded damage, but gotten a lot of assistance damage so far. Now a T-34 has appeared, but I still know most of the enemy team are not spotted. Most of the enemy team are still unspotted. And I know that there's a T-20, an IS-6, and a KV-1S down here. KV-1S is to my left. IS-6 and T-20 are ahead of me, and I decide I'm going to go for it. Unfortunately, somehow managed to bounce that shot. T-34 finally realizes I'm here. So get a shot on the T-34. 88 has been spotted. I spotted him as I came down to get the T-34. But staying hull down, or staying face hugging this T-34. Yep. He bounced on my turret, but unfortunately KV-1S gets a huge roll into me. So this tank has great turret armor. Unfortunately its hull armor is crap, and that KV-1S was able to do 430 damage. So 87, 88 have been spotted. And a T-34 wasn't very happy. He was left without support in the middle. So, trying to get shots on the weak spot, but problem with this tank is it doesn't have a very accurate gun. Look at that. Perfectly aimed. And the shot goes about half a meter above the enemy tank. And that shot goes down and to the left. So really not an accurate gun. This tank is not a sniper. And again, 3 shots on the AT-7's cupola. All of them misses. So go for a blind shot, and that looks as if it went in. Yep, he's backing off. Get another nice shot in. And I've got a T-34 behind me on the minimap, so I know that I'm safe from behind. Which is allowing me just to tunnel vision and focus on this AT-7. But now there's an IS that's been spotted. I'm looking for spots I can actually hit this guy. Oh, come on, he's a one-hit kill. No, this bloody gun. And someone else takes him out. So all that ammo wasted, and I only managed to put in 2 shots. But we're up to 1,600 damage, just the 1 kill so far. And know there are a lot of tanks further down, so I'm moving up to try and get spots. This KV-1S, this is the guy I want to spot. But no sign. So I've got a T-32 that's moved up with me. Still have a Panther II and an IS-3 sniping from B1. And I want to get spots. So there we go. Just spotted the AT-8 and the IS. And I'm still focused on trying to get this KV-1S spotted. No signs. Okay, so these guys have dropped off radar. So there's the IS-6. Finally spotted the IS-6. And again, this gun depression. So I'm just trying to keep him lit up. And there's the AT-8 again. Finish him off. He was showing his side. And drop back because that will have got me spotted. And again, I'm focused on this KV-1S. I want to spot this KV-1S because the tanks in the forest will be able to shoot this KV-1S if I can spot him, but there's no sign. So our T-32 is advancing and he's taking shots. He's just gotten shot by something else. And I can't spot these guys firing from town. So I decide, okay, let's see if I can respot this AT-8 and keep this IS-6 lit up. There we go. So I do have a shot. And get one into his cupola. And now the IS has been spotted. Our IS-3 moves forward, or T-32 takes out the AT-8 while our IS-3 advances. And I want to advance with these guys, I want to support them. But I'm only on 600 health, so I don't want to be too aggressive. But our team have advanced down the other flank. We've advanced down this flank. Only 3 enemy tanks left. Get a shot into the IS. He's aiming at me. Now he's not. And get one more shot in. So up to 2,400 damage. IS-6 has decided to run away. There's a KV-1S in the middle. And I can't believe this KV-1S was able to get a shot into me and has not been spotted since. No shots on this IS-6. And I'm waiting for my team to spot this flaming KV-1S. I want some revenge. And I decide, let's just go for it. And there he is. He's right there. So I bounce a shot on the move. How? He gets another shot into me, but how is this guy able to stay here at this bush and stay unspotted? I have no idea. So I get my revenge. He got 2 shots into me, but I do take him out for kill number 3. 2,668 damage. IS-6 showing me his side. And take him out for kill number 4. So 2,866 recorded damage. But it gets a little bit better than that. That was another ace tanker, but I also picked up patrol duty. So the first time I brought you an ace tanker in this tank, it was mainly me being a scout. I wasn't doing damage dealing, and the ace tanker basically came from my spotting damage. This time I decided to do both, so picked up patrol duty, which was nice, but I actually did 3,124 damage with 4 kills. So some of my blind shots did actually go in, and I earned 18 XP, so it was a really, really nice game. Fired 28, 20 hits, 17 penetrations. The gun isn't that accurate, and I wasted a lot of shots trying to kill an AT-7, but 3,124 damage is pretty nice in this tank. I received 8 hits and 4 non-penetrations. So when I was able to get my hull down, when I was able to give them just my turret to shoot at, I was able to bounce, but when my hull was exposed in this tank, they were able to pen. So that's pretty much what this tank is all about. It's all about using its great turret armor. But I spotted 6, damaged 9, destroyed 4, and did almost 4,000 assistance damage. So that was basically where I was being aggressive. I was constantly on the front line. I was constantly spotting tanks for my team to shoot at. So between 3,124 damage and almost 4,000 spotting damage, it was a really, really, really solid game. Really happy with 1518 XP. I earned 47,500 credits for that game with a premium account. 2,277 XP with on a ×3 event left me on 6,831. So really, really nice game in the T-34-2, and I'm happy to bring you a game as a damage dealer as opposed to just using it as a scout. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.